Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the bishops and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the 144,000 and the rest of the hopefully elect. I am the brother Chayaf, GMS Indianapolis, the branch of Indiana. The original Gary camp is GMS Italy Not Terry 2. And I just woke up, checked my phone, and this is the first thing I saw. It says, it's official. Trump says America will invade Greenland, and Denmark orders soldiers to shoot on sight. And this is from the elder, I forget his name right now, Salakia. The GMS Babylon is falling, 144. And here it is. Greenland is belongs to the Kingdom of Denmark. All right. And they all part of the EU. Okay. NATO. We're basically Denmark is part of the EU. All right. And America has an alliance with goddamn with the EU. Hold on, let's look up something real quick. And my phone been tweaking, man. I don't even know why that just took so long. Let me just type this up real quick. Let's look this up. America's Alliance Network. It says, America's Alliance is a network of independent, qualified, and reliable forwarding and logistics. No, that's a goddamn slogger. That's a business. All right. They're talking about some non-NATO. No, NATO. America's NATO alliance, right? And it's really, it says NATO's founding member countries were Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Norway, Portugal. I just gotta do something on this, so I'm just going raw right now in the spirit. But I said, what? When I saw that. All right. It says that present NATO has 32 member countries, but originally it was 10 countries, and people just got added on to it. All right. And it says it was started by 12, but no, it's really 10. All right. Just like the Roman Empire, it was the Roman Empire coming back. Those vassal states, okay, under Rome, the Ostrogoths, the Visigoths, the Vandals, the Burgundians, the Herulis, all right, the Sueves. I named 6. Matter of fact, let's look it up real quick. All right. See if they give it to me. Oh, Visigoths, that's another one. All right, that's 7. The Franks, that's another one. Let's see something. All right, the Lombards, the Lombardis. Right? Oh, let's see what it say. What it say? The Visigoths, the Ostrogoths, the Vandals, the Burgundians, the Lombards, the Franks, right? The Suevi, That's 7. Right. The was the Anglo-Saxons, right? Right. Let's see if the Alemanni. Yep. That's 9. And there's one more. I can't think of the. Can't think of the 10th one. Right. But these oh, the Huns. They named them all right. They yep, the Huns. Or was the Angles and the Saxons separate? But anyway, those 10 came back as the NATO, the original NATO. They try to say Canada, but no, Canada is under Britain. And let's go back to that. Canada is under Britain, so that drops it down to 11 because it says 12. And the Kingdom of Portugal and Spain is one. So that's really 10, okay? And one of them was oh man, I don't want to say it. One of the founding countries was Denmark. How each country became a NATO member. NATO's founding member countries were Belgium, Canada. Like I said, Canada is under England or the United Kingdom. They under them, all right? America too, but Canada more obviously. NATO's founding member countries were Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, the United Kingdom, and the United States. And it said Denmark. And let me get a scripture real quick. Now would be a good time to go back over that history, obviously. All right, what is that? The beast shall hate the whore, man. Revelation 17, and I start at 15. It says, and he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. All right. The whore, all right, is America. And what's Babylon known as? All right. The melting pot. You got all the different nations of the world come here. All right. And they still come here. And when they come here, what do? They get positions. They get positions in the government and, you know, different little things like that. All right. Set up shop, businesses. Everybody coming to America. All right. So America is the whore, a.k.a. Babylon. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, because when you read the scriptures, the kingdoms was represented as beasts. All right. When you read the prophecies, they always, the kingdoms, different things represented the kingdom, mainly beasts. You know, you got the he goat, the ram, which the he goat was the Greeks. The ram with 2 horns was what? The Medo-Persian Empire. All right. What's the other one? Wings plucked or something like that. Talking about the Assyrians. Daniel 7:4. The first was like a lion and had eagle's wings. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it. So that's talking about the Assyrian Empire translating to the Babylonian Empire, but they're using beasts to signify what who they're talking about. All right. So these beasts represent power structures, ruling structures. Okay. It says, And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. These shall hate Babylon. These shall hate America. All right. But before we finish that, let's look up something. Feel about America. And we ain't gotta ask how Denmark feel. All right. It says, look, not a fan of Trump. NATO member drops shocker. Is NATO at risk? Let's see what the chat say. I mean, I'm always saying the chat. Let's see what Grok say real quick. How do NATO countries feel about America? Let's see. Come on, AI. Views of the United States among NATO countries, primarily European members plus Canada, are significantly strained and largely negative, especially compared to historical norms. This shift stems from the second Trump administration's policies, including perceived unreliability on NATO commitments, reduced support for Ukraine, aggressive tariffs, threats to allies sovereignty. How you a threat to their sovereignty? All right. It says discussions around Greenland, which we saw, Denmark, and a broader America First approach that treats Europe as a secondary priority or even a burden. All right, so boom. What is it? It says, and the 10 horns, all right, which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate with fire, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. See, so they're gonna go to war with America. What it say, the enemy of my friend, or something like that. So what? These countries, they're gonna be led to ally with Russia. What it say? For the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill His will. See, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. So now we at the time for these words to be fulfilled, because we just read in the Grok AI overview that, let me read it again because I kind of. It says, as of January 10, 2026, views of the United States among NATO countries, primarily European members plus Canada, are significantly strained and largely negative, especially compared to historical norms. So, yeah, in the past, everything was cool. But now, see, we in the end days for the word of the Lord to be fulfilled, which is always being fulfilled. But the prophecies are rushing now. All right? Like the scripture says, though it tarry, wait for it, for it will surely come. It will not tarry. So it's not tarrying. All right? And it says, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. Yeah, Babylon. Right? But, hold on. What the scripture say? I'm going to grab it in this so I can look up a word. Obadiah, right? The one hit a quitter, uppercut, haymaker. Obadiah chapter 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord power concerning Edom. Right? This is directed to you, Edom, the self-proclaimed Caucasian. I don't say white man no more like I used to. You're a Caucasian. All right? White means innocent, free of guilt. And Trump is a collective representation of you Edomites right now. Proud devils. We have heard a rumor from the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. An ambassador is sit among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle. See, everybody got a bone to pick with you, right? So this is going to bring them together against you. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The world hates you. Just look up small real quick. Quatan, young, small, insignificant, unimportant. Right? Saying, look, we ain't gotta go through you. We don't gotta use your dollar anymore. Right? Hey, those heathens rising up. What it say? It says, they shall say, art thou become weak as we? All right. America is essentially a third world country. It's just real big. All right. These heathens, these different little countries. Look, see, in the internet, you ain't just gotta adhere to America's propaganda. You can figure out things for yourself. Right? You can figure out things for yourself. Then people constantly uploading videos and shorts of what they doing and where they at and how it's easy to live, and that's why everybody moving out. The heathens moving in, or the foreigners moving in, and the Americans are moving out. All right. It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. What's that? A Caucasian, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? See, they don't think they could fall. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, just letting you know who the Edomites are. They all used eagles in their representation. But the chief of that right now is America. But all the Edomite, the Germany, France, England, America, etc. But America is chief. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, all right, space station, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right? If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? So you're going to be totally cleaned out. You know, when a thief comes, the thief don't take everything. All right. But the Lord is going to clean you out, man. Like how the Grinch, remember the Grinch? Not to make that comparison, but just like how we would clean people out. Take every little thing. Verse 6, how are the things that Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Being your exposure. This is the point. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding him. So the beast, these other countries, don't turn on America, man. Collectively. All right, let me read that scripture in another version. All your allies will turn against you. This is an NLT. They will help to chase you from your land. They will promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you, and you won't even know about it. All right? Your trusted friends will set traps for you, and you won't even know about it. And you know the funny thing is, America is biggest ally is the state of Israel. But guess what? You know what? But their plans for America is to destroy it. See, the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right, but in their wicked, evil idea, they think they came up with that on their own. See, they used America for everything that they can use it for, right? And they trying to do their NWO. They trying to go to the next level, so to speak. But Yeah, you hear some of them. You hear some of them rabbis talk, right? You hear some of this stuff come out. What they like when you catch the shorts when people film them, they talk about America needing to be destroyed. America is Edom. Nigga, y'all all Edom. Matter of fact, let me read a little bit more in Obadiah. I had a scripture. I had a scripture before that came out. Before I just said that. Let me jump down to 18. I'll start at 15. For the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, which is the Israelites, you benefited off us. All right. So shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness. That's who's going to be saved. All right. Not no heathens. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau a stubble. All right, what's stubble? It's like some shit that helps the fire catch. All right. So while the northern and southern kingdom gonna be a fire and a flame, you're gonna be the shit that helps the fire catch. Right? So you're gonna be consumed. You ain't gonna have no defense against the fire of this kingdom. Right? And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai have spoken it. All right, the whole house, all of y'all, you niggas, you Amalekites, y'all Edomites, bro. Always trying to separate white people. You JEWs try to say y'all not quote unquote white people, which I say Caucasian. Y'all just try to make a distinction. Y'all the same fucking people. The fuck? Where's this scripture? The scripture I thought of, it just came back to me. Was it Joel? Was it Joel 3? It says, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. See, that's where we headed to. This is where the Lord is. This is where the word of the Lord is directed. All these movings and dealings that these countries doing is funneling them into this point to execute the word of the Lord, the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and will plead with them there for my people. Yeah, punish or judge for that word plead right there. And for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Right? I'm trying to think, what is another, I'm about jumping to verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Yeah, bring them. Bring your scientists with the weaponry testing, okay? Bring the logistic analysts. Bring the people for war. All right? Let all the men of war draw near. Well, wake up the mighty men, right? Let all the men of war draw near. Yeah, wake up your generals. You see, America, they wake Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of War, right? And all these other heathen countries, they gathering their generals together. All right, amongst other things, hell, even their weaponry. Some of the weaponry is supposed to enhance the soldiers, enhance them physically, right? It says, let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say I'm strong. Like, prepare to fight. Prepare for battle. It says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because World War III is when Yahushai returned with the heavenly hosts, right? Michael and his archangels, right? The collection of the mighty ones coming down, all right? It says, let the heathen be wakened and come to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So Lord's will, this was edifying this to the hopeful elect. I got to get back and watch the live. Started from scratch and watch it. All right. So with that, like I was saying, all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Hakodash, Shalom.